Hi everyone, welcome to Homeschooling SAT Prep channel. Today we are going to start a new chapter. The name of the chapter is Unit Conversion. In this chapter, we are going to have only one video. First, we will start with the basics. Then will take 10 unit conversion problem. And at the end of the video, I'll give you 5 practice questions which you have to solve by yourself and give your answer in the comment section below. If you want to seriously prepare for SAT exam, you can check out our various courses on our Homeschooling SAT app and website at a very affordable price. All the links are provided in the description below. Now let's move on to the syllabus here. So we have already covered geometry and trigonometry. In problem solving and data analysis, we have already covered these topics: rates, ratios, proportion, relationship, and percentage. Today we are going to cover units and unit conversion problem. Now let's move on to the basics of unit conversion. First, we will start with the distance. In distance, first we'll start with the mile and kilometer. 1 mile is equal to 1.6 kilometer and 1 kilometer is equal to 0.6 mile. As you can see, uh, mile is a bigger number, so 0.6, and kilometer is smaller number, so it is 1.6. So 1.6 and 0.6. So this is the way you can remember these two. Then after that, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter and 100 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. Then we have 1 feet is equal to 12 inches and 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. Now let's move on to the liquid volume. So 1 decaliter is equal to 10 liters and 1 liter is equal to 10 deciliters. So you have to remember deca means 10 liters and 1 liter is equal to 10 deci. Deca, deci. Deci is smaller than liter and deca is bigger than liter. So 1 decaliter is equal to 10 liters and 1 liter is equal to 10 deciliter. And as you all know that 1 liter is equal to 1000 milliliter. And US in the Western Hemisphere, you have fuel system where you go to the pump and fill the fuel in gallons. So 1 gallon is equal to 3.78 liters. Now let's come to the time. The unit the 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. We know that, and 1 minute has 60 seconds. So how many seconds are there in 1 hour? So as we know, 1 hour has 60 minutes, and 1 minute has. So instead of minute, we can write 60 seconds. So 60 into 60, that is equal to 3600 seconds. Now let's move on to the weights unit. The first, oh, sorry, 1 pound is equal to 0.45 kilogram, and 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds. So this is very important. Then 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram. 1 ounce is equal to 28.3 grams. 1 ounce is equal to 0.0625 pounds, and 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. So you have to remember these units. Now let's move on to the computer memory. Computer memory. The smallest unit of computer memory is 1 nibble. And 1 nibble is equal to 4 bits. And 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. So you have to remember BYT byte and this is bits. So from these two we can say that because 1 nibble is equal to 4 bits and 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. So we can from these two we can say that 1 byte is also equal to 2 nibble because 1 byte is equal to 8 bits and 1 nibble has 4 bits. So 2 nibbles would have 8 bits. So we can say that one byte, BYT byte is equal to 2 nibble. So 1 kilobyte, so this byte, not this bits. So 1 kilobytes is equal to 1024 bytes. 1 megabyte is equal to 1024 kilobyte. 1 gigabyte is 1024 MB, that is megabyte, and 1 terabyte is equal to 1024 gigabyte. Now, in unit conversion, we use two formulas of exponents. So let me write those two formulas. So the first one is a to the power m into a to the power n. Can be written as a to the power m plus n. So let's take an example here. So 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power minus 1. So we can say that 10 to the power 3 plus, and this is minus 1. So we 3 minus 1 would be 10 to the power 2. And there's one more exponent formula that can be used in unit problems, that is a to the power m divided by a to the power n is equal to a to the power m minus n. So let's take 10 to the power 3 to the power 10 to the power 2. So this one would be 10 to the power 3 minus 2. So that is 10, because the power is 1. So 10 to the power 1 is can be written as 10. So we have already covered these formulas in exponent chapter, but here we are going to use only these two. A to the power m into a to the power n is equal to a to the power m plus n, and the second one, that is a to the power m divided by a to the power n. So that is equal to a to the power m minus n. Here you have to remember few concepts of decimal. Let's say 768.334. So we have a decimal here. So the concept here is, whenever a decimal is given, let's say this is your decimal. So whenever you move this decimal one position on left side, so one position on left side, so you will multiply the whole thing by 10. If you move it two positions from here to here, then you will multiply it by twice by 10, that is 100. Similarly, if you move this decimal one side on the right side, you divide it by 10. If you move it on the right one place right side, and when you move it two places on the right side, then 1 divided by 10 into 1 divided by 10, that is 1 divided by 100. So 2 times. So if you go for 3 times, that would be 1 divided by 1000. So if we move this decimal here, so that would be 1 divided by 1000. So you have to remember this. So we can say that that is 7.68334. If we, because we have moved this decimal 2 points on the left side, so we'll multiply by 10 into 10, that is 100. And if we do this 768.34, so we will, because we have moved decimal 1 point on the right side, so it would be divided by 10. So this is the concept. We have already covered this concept in decimal and decimals in percentage chapter. So now let's move on to the questions now. The question number 1 says that if a sports car is moving at a speed of 18 kilometer per minute, then we have to find how many meters does the car cover in 10 seconds. So we have to find, so what we're gonna do here is we have to find meters and seconds. So what we're gonna do here is, because in the question, how many meters does that car cover in 10 seconds? So we have to convert this kilometer per minute to meter per second. So speed is 18 kilometer per minute. So as we know, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters, and 1 minute is equal to how many seconds? 60 seconds. So what we're going to do here is we will replace this unit kilometer and minutes with meters. So what we're going to do here is we'll write 18, and instead of kilometer, we will write 1000 meters. So that is into 1000 meter, because 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. And similarly, what we're going to write down there, 1 minute. So this is one, because denominator, we can multiply one and one on top and bottom, it will still remain the same. So 1 minute would be how much? That is 60 seconds. So let me put it on my calculator. So this will go, I don't think I'm going to need calculator here. So this will go 3 times. So now 300 meter per second. So the speed in meter per second is, so in 1 second, from this we can say that in 1 second, that sports car is covering 300 meter. So in 10 seconds, how much distance it is going to cover in meters? So 10 into 300 meters. So that would be 3000 meters. So the question was saying that, was asking that how many meters does that car cover in 10 seconds? So that we have 3000 meters. So option D will be your correct answer. Now let's move on to the next question. See, one more thing, always write the units. And whenever you have to convert a higher unit, that is kilometer, into a smaller unit, so replace that higher unit with the smaller unit, like we have done here, kilometer by 1000 meter and minutes into seconds. So whatever that is asked in the lower form or the higher form, we have to multiply or divide by it. Now now let's move on to the next question. The question number 2 says that the average download speed of a school's computer is 30 megabits. It's not byte, it's megabits. So let's first write download speed is equal to 30 megabits per second. So as we know that, see, sorry, let's move on to the question again. Assuming there was no internet eruption, what is the estimate for the maximum number of complete videos that a student can download to their computer in 6 hour period, where each video file is size is 4.2 GB. So what we can say from the question, we have to convert this into the numerator megabits into gigabits GB, and seconds into hours. So as we know that w- one sorry 1 megabyte is equal to 8 megabits. So from this we can say that megabits is equal to 1 by 8 megabyte. No, here is bits, here is byte, byte. So we will replace this, and similarly, so we can write megabyte. We'll replace this megabyte by 1 by 8 megabyte. sorry, we'll replace this megabits with 1 by 8 megabyte. And similarly, as we know that in 1 hour, we have 60 minutes and 1 minute has 60 seconds. So we can say that 1 hour is equal to 16 to 60, that is 3600 seconds. So from this, we can say that seconds is equal to 1 by 3600 hour. So now we will put these two, seconds and megabits here. So this one would be 3 into megabits will be written as megabyte byte and 1 divided by 8. 1 by 8. So and in seconds, what we're gonna write here is r seconds is there. So second can be written as 1 by 3600. So 3600 would be will move upwards. So 3600 and r will be here. So seconds here we will write 1 by 3600. So 3600 will move upwards. So now we have our answer here. So if we multiply them, our answer would be 108 108,000 megabyte per hour. Now we have to convert that megabyte first in me- we have to convert that megabyte into gigabyte. So as we know that 1 GB is equal to 1024 megabyte. This one is megabyte. So from this we can say that megabyte and megabyte is how much? 1 GB divided by 1024. So what we're gonna do here is I think I have made a mistake here. It would be divided by 8. I forgot to divide this thing by 8. So what we're gonna do here is 1080 into 18 divided by 8, and megabytes can be written as megabyte can be this can be replaced with by gigabytes by 1024, and we will have r in denominator. So what we have kept this r same here, and instead of megabytes we have converted megabytes into gigabytes. So we'll get this equation and we'll put this equation here. So now after solving all these, let me put it on my calculator. 108 triple 0. So this one would be how much? 13.18 gigabits per gigabyte per hour. So this is the total. So in 1 hour, as we can see that the average download speed in 1 hour is 13.18 GB. So in 1 hour, the school computers can download 13.18 GB. So we have to find in 6 hour how much it is going to be. In 6 hour, so 13.18 into 6, that is going to be 79.1 GB. And we have to find how many numbers of we of a video file that one video file is of 4.2 GB. So how many total number of video files we can download in those 6 hours? So number of video files downloaded would be how much? 79.1 GB. That is the total data that is downloaded by the school computer in 6 hours, divided by the size of each file, that each video file, that is 4.2 GB. So they would be able to download around 18.83. So we have 18.83. So what is going to be our answer? So for that we have to go back to the question again. Here it was said that what is the maximum number of complete videos can be downloaded? Maximum number of complete video files. So we have already downloaded, because 18.83 is incomplete until unless it becomes 19. So we have downloaded 18 18 video files completely, because still 0.17 of that file is left which we haven't downloaded. So we will keep that as 18 as the maximum number of video files that is being downloaded on the school computer. Now let's move on to the next question. So the question says that which expression can be used to change 8 kilometer per hour to meter per minute? So there are two methods to solve these type of question. So first I'll go with the basic method. So this is 8. So speed is 8 kilometer per hour. So 8 kilometer can be written as meter. So 8 into 1000 meters, and minutes can be 1 hour has 60 minutes. So this can be written as 60 minutes meter. So we can solve this by that also, but here we don't have to solve it. We have to find which is which is the expression here. So if we solve this one would be 6 times, so 800. So this one would be 133.3 meters per minute. Meter per minute, 133.3 meters. But here we don't have to find the value. We have to find which of the following expression is suitable to find its answer. So here we can see we have 4 options here. So for the time being, and we have to find the final answer in what should be the unit of final answer, that is should be in meters per second. So what we're gonna do here is we will leave these numbers aside and we will just focus on the units, and we will try to crisscross that uh, units so that we will find the unit as meter per minute. So first here what we can see here is R and R get cancelled, and here we can see meter, kilometer, and meter. So what is the final unit here is kilometer per square divided by meter and minute. So this is cannot be, because your final answer should be in meter per minute. Now let's move on to the second. Here kilometer get cancelled, and R is there. So meter into minute divided by R square is the unit. Now let's move on to the third option. So kilometer and kilometer get cancelled, R and R get cancelled. So the ultimate unit is left is meter by minute. So we have to find the final answer in meter per minute. So this is going to be your answer. Now let's check the last option also. So kilometer will not be. So here none of them are getting cancelled. So here the minute. So option C will be your correct answer, because you can find the unit that is asked in the question here. And if they have asked the value, then you can multiply this and you're good to go. and you will find this value. So this is one of the, when expressions are given, neglect these numbers. Just try to find the unit that is asked in the question, that is meter per minute. So you get this meter per minute in option C. So option C is your correct answer. Now let's move on to the next question. This question number 4 says that which expression represent 72 kilometer per hour expressed as meter per hour. So 72 speed is 72 kilometer per hour. So we have to convert it into meter. So kilometer can be written as 1000 meter, and r will remain as r in the denominator. So from this we can say that 72, that this can be written as, because there are three zeros, so it can be written as 10 to the power 3 meter per hour. Now as we can see that this is given in 7.2 and we are getting this as 72. So we can write this 72 as 72.0. So as I have taught you in the basic, that if a decimal point is there, if a decimal is there, and if we move that decimal one one in in the left side, one point in the decimal, one place in the left side, then it will get multiplied by 10. Similarly, if we move from 7.2 to 0.7, if we move the decimal here, then it will be multiplied, because we are moving decimal two places, so it will be multiplied by 100. Similarly, if we move decimal on the right side, that it will be multiplied by 1 by 10. And if you move the decimal two places on the right side, then it will be divided by 100, and three side 1 divided by 1000. So this is the way. So if we this is 72.0, so if we have to move the decimal on the left side, so 7.2, so what we're going to do here is we will multiply it by 10, so into 10. So as we know, 7.2, this can be written as 10. So as we know, this is an exponent, a to the power n is equal to a to the power m plus n. So this is your exponent formula. We have covered these questions in exponent chapter. So this one would be 10 plus 3 plus 1. So 7.2 into 3 plus 1, that would be 4. So your answer would be 7.2 into 10 to the power 4. This is your correct answer. Now let's move on to the next question. So the question says that the mass of a proton, is proton is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 24 grams. What is the mass in kg of 1000 protons? So one proton is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 24 grams. So 1000 protons would be how much? We'll multiply 1000 protons would be 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 2. And we can write, because we will multiply it by 1000, and 1000 can be also written as 10 to the power 3. So we'll write it as 10 to the power 3. So we know that a plus m into a plus n is equal to a plus m plus n. This is our exponent formula. So from here we can say that 1.67 is equal to 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 24 plus 3 grams. Here will be also grams. So this is going to be 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 21 grams. But in the question, it was asked that what is the mass of 1000 protons in kg. So as we know, 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. So grams can be written as 1 kg divided by 1000. So we have to divide, instead of this unit, we will write it as 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 2, and grams will be replaced by kg divided by 1000. So instead of 1000, what we can write here is 10 to the power 3. So this is going to be 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 21 and 10 to the power 3 kgs. We have read in the exponent that a to the power m divided by a to the power n is equal to a to the power m minus n. This is these two formulas, both of these formulas we have read in exponents chapter. So what we're going to write here is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 21 and n will be minus, so minus 3. So this is going to be 1.67 into 10 to the power 21 minus 3, that is minus 24. So let's see what is going to be our answer. 1.67 to 10 to the power minus 24. So option C is your correct answer. Now let's move on to the next question. Here also we have given expression here. So we are not going to solve it. We are going to see what is asked in the question. So the question says that there are 12 players on a basketball team. Before a game, both ankles of a players are taped. Okay, so one player has two ankles. Question says that, and each roll of tape will tape three ankles. So one roll of tape will tape three ankles is given. So which product can be used to determine the number of rows? So we have to find the number of rows. So of the of the needed to tape the player's ankle. So we have to find number of rows. Number of rows. This is very important. So what we're gonna do here is we have to see, after canceling these units, we have to find the unit should be in rows. So let's say player and player, no. Ankles and ankles getting cancelled. Still, its unit would be player square by roll. Now let's move on to the option B. Player, roll, ankle, only ankle and ankle cancel. Here the unit would be player into roles, but we have to find only the roles. The unit should be only in roles. Now moving to the third option, player and player get cancelled, ankle and ankle get cancelled, and here the unit would be roles only. Now let's check the last option also. They might give two options with roles. So just to check, let's check the fourth option also. Player and player got cancelled, role and role got cancelled. So here ankle is your unit. So we have to find which product can be used to determine the number of rows. So the unit should be in rows. So option C is your correct answer. So this is your correct answer. Now let's move on to the next question. Question number 7 says that a sprinter can run 40 yards dash in 4.5 seconds. Okay, 4.5 seconds. Convert his speed into miles per hour. So the final answer should be in miles per hour using the given product below. So this is the given product here. Using the given product here, which fraction in the product is incorrectly written? So we have to find out of these 5 products, Which one is incorrectly written to convert the speed in miles per hour? So we have to find the final answer in miles per hour. So let's try to cancel all of them. Forget about these numbers. Just focus on the units. Yards and yards will go away. Minute and minute, minute and minute, second and second will go away. I think if we want to, as we can see here, we have to find the answer in miles per hour. And as we can see, miles is given in the denominator. So this is the this is the wrong product here. We have to invert it. If we, instead of this, we write it as 1 mile by 5280 feet. Instead of this, then feet, then this and this feet will get cancelled and we'll have miles. Instead of here, we will write 1 mile on the top and 5280 feet. So feet and feet will get cancelled. We will have miles in the, we'll left with the miles in the numerator and r in the denominator. So this one is incorrectly written. So this product, option B, is your correct answer. You don't have to solve the whole questions. You just have to look upon the unit that is asked in the question. If we if we are given these type of representation in the question. Now let's move on to the next question. The question says that a star constellation is approximately 3.1 into 10 to the power 4 light years away from Earth. Okay, 1 light year is, so the distance between star and Earth is how much? 3.1 into 10 to the power 4 light years. Light years. And we know 1 light year is 5.9 into 10 to the power 12 miles. So instead of light years, 3.1 into 10 to the power 4, instead of light years, what we're going to write here is 5.9 into 10 to the power 12 miles. So 5.9 into 10 to the power 12 miles. So what we can write from 3.8 into 5.9, and the 10 to the power 4 and 10 to the power 12 would be 4 plus 12. So this one would be 10 to the power 16. So 3.1 into 5.9 into 10 to the power 16 miles. So in the question it was asked that what is the approximate distance in miles between constellation and Earth. So we will further multiply it. Let me see, 3.1 into, so that would be 18.3 into 10 to the power 60. 18.3 into 10 to the power 16. So we cannot find the same option here, 10 to the power 16. We cannot find the same option here. We have to move the decimal on the left side, because 18.3, 10 to the power 17 is given and 10 to the power 15 is given. So if we move this decimal on that side, that is 1.83. So what we so we have read that whenever we move decimal one place on the left side, then we will multiply it by 10. So 10 to the power 16. So this is 1 and this is 16. So both of them would be how much? 10 to the power 17. 16 plus 1, that would be 17. So 1.83 into 10 to the power 17 miles. So 1.83 by 17 miles is your correct answer. Now let's move on to the next question. The question says that an eye medication that is packaged in a 2.5 ml bottle, 2.5 ml bottle. During the manufacturing process, a 10 decaliter. So the tank size is 10 deciliter capacity is used to fill the bottles. So we have to fill from this 10 decaliters into these 2.5 ml bottles. So what is the maximum number of bottles can be filled from this tank to these small 2.5 ml bottles? So what we're gonna do here is we have to convert this tank capacity into ml. So tank capacity is 10 decaliter. Deca means 10. So 1 decaliter is equal to 10 liter. So we can say that 10 into, instead of decaliter, we will write 10 liters. So this is 10 liters. And we know that 1 liter is equal to 1000 ml. So 10 into 10, and instead of liter, we'll write 1000 ml. So this is going to be 1000 ml. So this is your 100,000 ml. So we have to convert the liquid that is in this tank into, we have to pack that into these 2.5 ml bottles. So we will divide it. So to find the maximum number of bottles filled is equal to 100,000 ml divided by 2.5 ml, because one bottle has 2.5 ml, so ml get cancelled. So divided by 2.5, this one would be 40,000. And here, as we can see, it is written in 10 to the power 4. So 4 into, and these 4 can be written as 10 to the power 4. This is your answer. So option A is your correct answer. Now let's move on to the last question. Last question says that on a certain map, 1 inch represent 2 kilometers. So 1 inch represent 2 kilometers. An island is located on a map. On a map is 1.5 inch. So the area of that island on that particular map is 1.5 inch into 4 inches. So if 1 inch is equal to 2 kilometer, so 1.5 inches would be how much? So 1.5, so 1.5 into 2, that would be 3 kilometer. And similarly, 4 inches would be how much? 5 inch. So 4 inches would be how much? So 1 inch is 2 kilometer. So on the map, 4 inches would be 2 into 4, that would be 8 kilometers. So in the question, we have been asked, what is the actual area in square miles? So we have to find the area of this in square miles. And in the question, it is given that 1 kilometer is equal to 0.6 miles. So if we have to convert this kilometer into miles, then we will 3 into 0.6, that is 1.8 miles. That is 1.8 miles. And similarly, if we have to convert 4 inches, that is 8 kilometer into miles. So 8 into 0.6, so 4.8 miles, because 1 kilometer is equal to 0.6 miles. So now from this, we can find the area. So area, because we have to find the area in miles, so we'll multiply them. So this one would be 1.8 into 4.8 miles. So that would be how much? 8.64 miles square, because both of them are in miles, and the area would be in miles square. So option B is your correct answer. Now these are 5 practice questions on the topic which I have taught you recently in this video. Do solve these questions to test yourself and write down the answer in the comment section. Students who will answer all the 5 questions correctly, their answers will get pinned in the comment section by me. If you like the way I teach and want to buy a comprehensive course for SAT exam starting at a very affordable price, you can check out our Homeschooling SAT app and website. All the links are provided in the description. One more thing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel so you can get update of the upcoming free videos that I'm going to upload on the YouTube in future. Thank you very much and God bless you.